welcome to Elemental Radio. My name is Tarisha. I'm a singer, a songwriter and lover of nature. Today I'm going to tell you about this. It's a buzzard wing. Very beautiful. How did I come to get this? Well, I was on a healing journey, and one day I was driving down the A303, rather close by here, and I saw a buzzard flying down in front of a van, about 4 cars in front of me. And I was shocked, because it seemed like it really had just flown into the front of that van. And I saw it tossed into the middle of the road and land in the middle of the road. And I knew, I have to pick that up. I have to pick that up. I have to pick that bird up. So I managed to find a little lane to go down. And I turned the car around and I went back, found another little lane, parked the car and walked serenely to pick up this bird. Actually, it was a beautiful moment because there was this huge lorry coming along and he saw me and he just slowed down so that I could cross the road. And I went and I picked up this bird. It was still warm, so beautiful, only just a broken neck, one little drop of blood here. And I carried it back in reverence, back to my car. I prayed and I sung and I felt and I honored that bird. And the next day I took it into the school where my son was going to school. And because I thought, how often do children get to see this beautiful bird of prey, the buzzard? And when I showed it to a dear friend of mine who I've done a lot of shamanic work with, she almost fell back. She said to me, what I get from this, it's the death of your disease. When I remembered the name of the lane that I had parked on in order to go and get this wing, I got shivers. The name of that lane was Eyewell. Eyewell. And it was this beautiful gift from Spirit to let go of the illness that I had, to remember my wellness, and to receive this beautiful gift from Spirit. I learnt how to dry the wings. I had a whole ceremony to prepare the bird and cut it, and I've used its breast for a bag, for a ceremonial bag. It's called the bag of life. I've got these beautiful wings. I've got the tail and the claw. 2 claws. I've given one away. And I've used it for ceremonies. I use it to smudge. I use it when I do healing sessions. It means a lot to me, the spirit of this bird. And in fact, this tipi also, it was guided. I was guided where to put this tipi, and it was guided by buzzards. I know that sounds pretty wacky, but I was deciding where to put it, and I couldn't decide between one place and another. One was too close to the road, and one was too wet. And I went between those 2 places thinking, where, and then I turned up towards where it is now. And at that point, a buzzard came overhead and started calling. And I thought, oh, I'll go and check that place out. And I came here and the ground was flat, it was dry, it was protected. And all the time I stood here, in fact there were 2 buzzards and they were going round and round, just. And I thought, wow, I think I found the place for this tipi. And as soon as I decided fully, yeah, this is where it's going to be, off they went. And last week, when we put the tipi up, a buzzard came. Huge one, big wingspan. And I felt a gratitude to the mystery, to the magic of life. And we have opened the tipi, we've done a ceremony in here, and I'm now recording this for you to tell you a little story, to inspire you to remember the magic of life. So I wish you a beautiful day. If you're new to Elemental Radio, do subscribe. The button is below. Make a comment. Let me know what other things you'd like to see here. I sing, I share stories, I have poetry. I'm open to developing Elemental Radio and see where it goes. Thank you for tuning in.